So the cons of mobile detailing, number one, is the weather. You have to rely on it the entire time. Obviously, you're going to be outside, so if you have rain, thunder, snow, a lot of wind, you have to work your way around it, and there's nothing you can do about it. So the second one is gas. You're going to be wasting a lot of gas because you're traveling back and forth, depending on your service area as well. But you're going to be using a lot of gas, and especially because I have a truck, or if you have a bigger vehicle, usually you're going to. With these gas prices, you're going to be spending a lot. The third con is the limited space. So as you can see right here, we have decent space, but if you come over here in this little crack, because we need people to pass by, so this is the area we have to work with this side. So the fourth con is the limited services you can provide. If you're gonna be outside, you can't really do much because of the sun's hitting, or if you can find good shade, but if it's too hot out or it's too cold, some products require you to work in a specific temperature environment, and so unfortunately you can't do that, and you have to figure something out, or you just can't give them at all. The fifth con is you kind of have to time your appointments very specifically. You have to time them accordingly. So if you got an appointment and you got an in and out that you're supposed to do interior, exterior, and then you have another one in like the same day, and they're like 30 minutes from there, you have to make sure you finish that service exactly on time. Then you drive rush hour and you get to the other customer late. You obviously can't be having none of that lateness in your business, so you have to make sure you time it accordingly. So the sixth con, and this doesn't go for everybody, but typically if you just started your detailing business, you're gonna have to use your own car that you have right now. You can fit the essentials on your car, but the thing about that is you're gonna have to switch out from your personal car to your work car because it's the same thing, it's the same vehicle. So you kind of have to, whenever you're going out with family or you're going to be doing anything fun and you need to use your personal car, you have to take all your stuff out most of the time. And when you get to work, you have to kind of trade off. So you can't really feel like, oh, this car, you know, this is my personal car, blah, blah, blah. It's your work car too. So it kind of sucks. Seventh con is having to load and unload the entire vehicle. So for my truck, I have a truck as my detailing vehicle, and I can't really have it everything filtered down because I think the thing that you put on the bottom to be able to drill it down, and especially because of the height, and so I have to load and unload every time. The last con that I would say for mobile detailing is no bathrooms. You kind of have to go to the bathroom before or after, and you better hope that you don't have to, take a wee wee or go poo poo when you're at the client's house because sometimes it could get awkward. All right, so now moving on to the good part of mobile detailing. The number one, I mean, these are not really in order, neither are the cons, but I would say is you don't have to keep an entire shop. I mean, right now all I keep is the truck. So I mean, once I get all my stuff done, I can get out of here. I don't have to be paying no big bills and nothing like that. All right, so the second pro, your target customers can be as far as you want. So again, your service area. I mean, there is, I guess, a limit because you're not gonna drive like maybe 3 hours away. I would say some people might be willing to drive 2 hours if it's like a high-end car, like a Corvette or something. I would be down for that. But other than that, most of the time I'm traveling at the most like 45 minutes away from here. And that's good for me. If you have a shop, you're only in one spot, and the people that come and go are, whoever's willing to go all the way where you're at. And that's kind of a down for a customer. So the third pro, and this kind of with the last one, is as a mobile detailer, you can save the customer some good amount of time for not driving far. So obviously they don't have to drive anywhere. You just go to them, and it's very convenient for them. So the fourth pro, and I would say this is a big one, is how easy it is to get started. There's only a certain amount of essentials you really need to start detailing, and I mean, this is kind of an opinion, but I would say if you're gonna start with the inside only, or maybe the outside. I would say mainly the inside. I noticed most people like really doing the inside just because of how many car washes they can go to and how easy it is for them. And sometimes they don't even care about their paint. So, but it's so you could just go to Walmart right now and get some basic essentials for detailing on the inside, and you can literally get started in the same day and go to a neighborhood and start knocking on people's houses. So that's I would say the best pro. The fifth pro is customers will usually let you use their resources. That means water and electricity. You don't really need to buy a whole water tank and a whole generator. You don't really need it. Even sometimes when we go, they still have it out for us. And I'm like, oh no, we have our stuff. But most people usually expect you to use it. I've never had anyone tell me, oh, you can't use my electricity or water. So I think that's really good pro because you don't have to spend all that money on water and electricity. Although I would say once you move on into the business, and you know it's going good, you like it, and you feel like it's for you, I would suggest get the water tank and get filtered water, or get a filter for the water so you could provide clean water and you could get better results like that. So the sixth pro is how many places you get to experience. If you don't really travel a lot, or even then, you're gonna be detailing. You're most likely gonna be busy. You still get to experience going, you know, place to place. I mean, I've been to neighborhoods and seen houses that are really, really beautiful. And anyway, and you get to experience a lot of different things. You see a lot of restaurants you pass by that you know you've never heard of before, and okay, hold on. You waste gas, but you know you get to experience pretty good fun. And if you're with a team or something, you guys just jam out to music and you go on your way there. You stop for some food. It's really cool experience and it's a good vibe. This kind of just depends, but a lot of the times customers bring us really, really cold water, or sometimes we had a customer bring us pretzels with chocolate and tea. I mean, it was great. We were working late that day too. We were there for like 8 hours, and I mean, we got, you know, really good tip and money, but they offered us a lot of snacks. And I think, I mean, if you have a shop, you're gonna have your whole snack pantry most likely, but as a detailer, you don't expect it, and then you get it kind of, I guess you could say, for free almost. Obviously, you're working, so nothing's free, but you know that you get that cold water, and it's so refreshing when it's so hot. It's I would count that as a pro. So the last pro, and hopefully this never comes to you, but let's say you tried it out and it was easy to get started, and that's a good pro, right? And you know you're like, you know what, this is not for me. I kind of don't like it. I thought it would be a little different, but it's just not something I like doing. You can just quit. The As easy as it was to get started, you can quit just as easy too. And obviously, never quit. Don't give up. Give it some time. When you own a business, it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. Don't expect results just like that. But if you really feel like, you know what, this is not for me, you honestly don't have to go through a lot. You just take down whatever. If you were marketing on Instagram, if you had a website, and you just put it down. If you had Yelp, put it down, and that's it. I mean, you at least learned a pretty good skill to clean your own car at least, and you have the equipment to do it now. So I mean, it's not a huge risk to start mobile detailing. So I think that's probably one of the biggest pros. So the reason why I think the pros outweigh the cons, I would say it's a great way to start with having detailing as a hobby and having it as a business. You can really distinguish both and understand from yourself, what do you like better? Can you make both work? If you started off with the shop right away, and you decided, you know what, I like it better as a hobby than as a business, as a mobile detailer, you can afford to just say, you know what, never mind, I'm backing out, I'm not gonna do it. You learn more about detailing, and you equip some of the equipment. You know, you gain equipment and knowledge really if you quit. So that's pretty good. So right now, this is a maintenance car that we're doing. We're almost done. It has a 9-year graphene coating. I mean, you saw the shots. The repellency on the paint was amazing. On the windows as well, it has it. So we're gonna finish it off, show you guys the results. But in the comments down below, let us know what you think about mobile detailing. Do you think having a shop is better, or do you think mobile detailing is a I don't know, a waste of time to you? Do you think it's one of the best things? Leave your opinions down below and let us know, and we'll see you in the next one.